Okay, here we are, and we are definitely going to be on the play. We are going to keep this hand. We're going to go ahead and lead out with the swamp here, just in case we want to distress on turn 2 for any possible reason. So he's got the bears. We are definitely going to be happy to trade with our piker. And he's got the ice cage, which is fine because now we can war paint and start winning the race. So he has the double ice cage, which is kind of interesting. Not really expecting that. At this point, we could drop a Crimson Mage to try to trade with his bear. I don't think he's got enough pressure. I think right now what we want to do is we want to distress him. The reason being is because since he's stalled on land, actually he hasn't stalled on land, never mind. We want to take away his plays so that we can stop his next play. Okay, he is stalled on land here. Like, he's got the Goblin Grenade and the Chandra's Outrage, and that's all well and good. Doesn't have any red sources, though, so right here we're just going to take away his turn 3 play. Like, Frost Breath I don't care about. Okay, so he's got Outrage, Frost Breath, Tunneler, Grenade. That's what he's got left. Okay. And now, like, we can still fling this guy at whatever he plays if we need to. So now he's got the Frost Breath, which we don't care about. At this point, we're still not under that much pressure. We can just mind rot him, just to get rid of some of those red cards that might end up being pesky later on. But at the same time, we could just drop our mage here and just sort of stop the damage. Could really kind of go either way. I think that, like, it might be better to just drop mage and then just kind of, I mean, we still have time before he draws 2 mountains into Outrage, so I think this might be a little bit of a better play. Just kind of buy ourselves some time for Titan. We don't want to get burned out. Here we're happy to trade and just slow down the beats. So now he's got Crown, which doesn't matter. At this point, we're just going to run out with the Vampire. He's still stuck on, a bunch of things that don't matter. Like, he can tap down our Titan, which is annoying, but it's going to take all of his mana. So that we need to really get rid of right now. Play here, we fling the Goblin Piker at that. No question. Just to make sure he doesn't draw out of his mana clump here. Then we bash in and get rid of 2 cards. Just to limit his options. Making your opponent make tough choices is always good. Here he probably gets rid of Outrage and a Goblin Grenade, maybe. Okay, so he's keeping Goblin Grenade and Frost Breath. And he did pull a Divination. So, still stuck on blue mana. And now we can just go to town. Like, now he has to tap down Titan or it's over. This might just be it right here. Or he could Frost Breath, and that's fine. Still just bashing in. Okay, now we just drop Flame Blast Dragon and just... I mean, now he's in a really rough spot. Okay, yep, and that's the game. So we've got excellent late game bombs. If we can just get to late game, we should be able to make it happen. He has a lot of tappers. What did we see? Saw a Crown. Could probably bring in Vandal. Other cards that we saw. Don't think we really have anything else we want to bring in particularly. I think we bring in Vandal for Crown. Cutting. What do we want to cut here? Like we saw 2 Ice Cages. So actually, I mean, what is not a bad play? Like we've got Tunneler to break Ice Cage. We could bring in like Greatsword. Would be an option to break Ice Cage. Or like Kite Shield, I suppose, but Kite Shield seems so bad. We have Crimson Mages. I'm not even worried about Ice Cage actually. Okay, so if we're bringing Vandal, what do we cut? Probably cut like Blood Rage Vampire. Yeah, he seems to have a fair amount of spells. I think that we probably want our early game. Like maybe Warpaint is worse just because he gets bounced potentially. So I can see taking out Warpaint. Seems like it's good against Ice Cage. So like it's such a blowout if we could play it on Ice Cage. It's hard to say. We haven't seen Unsummon yet. I think I'm actually just going to hedge here and cut a Vampire. Okay, this hand is okay. We need more mana to make it work, but can get there. That guy's pretty good. I guess we just lead in with... we could lead in with Mage, like wait for him to attack. Bash in, play Dusk Hunter Bat. Suppose that's okay. We could also just drop Bat here and hope to trade. Because if he's going to attack next turn, we want this thing dead. I don't know what we want to do here. Also, like if we play Mage and he Ice Cages it, it like makes his Ice Cage much stronger. And the real question is, like, if we play Mage, he's going to attack. I want to trade this, so I think I'm just going to play Bat here. Like, he may not attack, but it's hard to say. It might have been wrong just playing Bat there. That was probably wrong. Because he probably wouldn't attack anyways. Ugh. Okay, so now we bash in, and we drop down Blood Rage Vampire. It's like we trade this with Bear, and then we just get it back with, like, Gravedigger. Yeah. Yeah, with Gravedigger in our hand, our first or second turn play was definitely wrong. We should have played Mage instead. He might have a transformation sideboard also. I mean, like, we saw blue-red into green-black, which is pretty weird. So yeah, now I think now we just war paint our Blood Rage Vampire and just get in for a lot. Like, he bashes back for 3, but we send for 6? Yeah, that's gotta be right. Get in for 7? Yeah. Like, he probably got Soren's Thirst, I would assume. Maybe. Or maybe some bomb. Like, we're definitely happy, like, you know, getting both his guys for our Blood Rage. Especially when we can just replay it. Definitely just bashing. Gonna do 3 and 3, just in case he does, I don't know. Yeah. Alright, so here we just grave dig for Blood Rage, and just keep the train rolling. Then, like, hopefully next turn we draw a land so we can go, like, Crimson Rage, Blood Rage. Acidic Slime, okay. Unfortunately, he gets the red source. That's too bad. So I guess we just bash in and then drop Vampire. Yeah. Trollhide. Yuck. Like, I guess if he wants to start racing, we just drop Mage and Child of Night and bash in the air, I think. Yeah. That way, like, next turn we can drop Manic Vandal and then give it haste and just swing for infinite. I mean, if he gives us an opportunity to do that. Which he may not. So here comes something big. Or maybe not. Okay, he's got crowns, so that's even better. Yeah, I mean, now leaves up mana for crown. We play Manic Vandals, we give it haste, what happens? We bash at everybody. Kills the Blood Rage Vampire. Actually, no, he has to tap, so we give him a tough choice here. Tough choices for opponent are always good. So if he taps our guy, then we just... yeah, that's fine. Now we can't regenerate. Give this guy haste. So if we bash with everybody, he eats one of our guys. And he takes 6. Yeah, we're definitely getting with everybody. Shorten the clock. Or like if he wants to trade Blood Rage Vampire, that's fine. He definitely will not, but that's okay. Yeah, he probably blocks Crimson Mage there. Which is just fine with us. So now he's just dead in a few turns. Like a turn. Unless he's got something here. Yeah, that's the match. Okay, we will see you for round 2.